Hi, thanks for checking out our channel here. This is going to be a how-to test repair kind of video on a Dare Enforcer DE4000. Kind of an oddball model. It's a 10 output joule unit, so it's a pretty stout fence charger. Not the smallest, not the biggest by any means, but it packs a pretty good punch to itself. So that's our information right there, fencerfixit.com, and our address. So if you got something needs to be worked on or want to order some parts or try to order some parts from us, give me a call, send something to us for repair. We'll fix it for you or take a look at it for you at least. It's a free quote. Now the story on this one a little bit. He ordered this part from us here a little while back and didn't fix it. I don't know if this is the old part or the new part. Let's see. Tried to pair with replacement board, didn't work. Lightning? Find out when we open it up, see if we can tell anything. I think I sold him the part, let him try to fix it himself, but that's something, and it didn't solve it, so he ended up having to send it here anyway. So that's the only downside of trying to do the repair yourself if you don't know quite how to test everything. I mean, I show you a few things to test, but you know, I don't get into all the nitty-gritty of everything. I don't have that kind of time. But we do a pretty good job on trying to teach people a little bit. Alright, well, let's see what I want to start with this thing. Let's test the capacitor first, just to see what it reads. Unplug one wire from it so that way it doesn't get any interference from the board. Let's see, this is a 60 microfarad capacitor. So we're going to test the capacitor. We're going to put the meter on capacitance, which is this little yellow symbol right there. That one right there, not the white one, not ohms, not voltage. Capacitance. Yellow symbol right there. So there's no polarity to these capacitors, so it should be 60. And 57.5, so capacitor's decent. Okay, let's plug it in, see what it does. Okay, you probably can't see it in the video, maybe. It's cycling, but it's not clicking and discharging. We know this is good. So the clicking sound comes from the transformer here, but all the discharging is from this. So it takes all this energy, discharges, the capacitor comes over here to this side of the board, transfer plugs on that side of the board as well, and it discharges from the board and capacitor combination, discharges through this transformer. So the first thing we want to check is now this capacitor could be, probably is charged up. So you gotta be careful touching things. I mean, that's why people don't typically fool them themselves unless they're comfortable doing things themselves. I guess they can take a chance. I'm gonna unplug transformer first. And I'm going to ohm across the red and the black. Ohms is the horseshoe symbol. You want to put on a very low ohm setting. And you should get, there's no polarity to resistance, so it doesn't matter which red and black goes. It should be 0 to 1 ohm. 0.2 ohms. So the transformer is good. I mean, should be good enough to where it discharges and clicks. So the problem's in our board. One thing I can check here is the diode at the top. This is where all the thing discharges through. So check it. Well, that's not good. But it's also in circuit, so the diode could be good. Let's I can solder another one if I had to, but let's just snip it out of here real quick. First, let's unplug the capacitor to get that thing out of the wires. Get that thing out of the way. Ooh, excuse me. Alright, so it looks pretty clean. Alright, let's snip this out of the circuit, because this is soldered on the top and the bottom side. It's a real pain to get the diode out of there if you want to desolder it. I'm going to check it now with it out of circuit technically and see what it reads. And the diode's bad. Alright, so let's put another one in there and we'll see if that solves the issue. Instead of desoldering and wasting a bunch of time on that, because it's, like I said, soldered on both top and the bottom of the board, we're going to just solder the new capacitor right on top where the leads are from the old one. I'm going to cut these leads a little short, or shorter. I don't know where my third hand helper thing is. Well, let's set that right there. Some solder out, and we're going to add some solder to the leads here. And then we'll go over here. We'll add some solder to the leads there, and then we're just going to blend them together. These do go on a certain way. There is a polarity to them. Try this again. This may not fix it, but it's worth a shot. It's worth a shot to try. Be a nice cheap fix if it is. Come on, Simon, get over here. Check the solder joint. I'm going to touch it up a little bit on the back side there. Looks good to me. Whew. All right. Let's put the capacitor on. And we'll plug the transformer on. Alright, and we're going to set the board back down. It's a little hole here. Alright, we'll go ahead and plug this board on, or the green and yellow wire on here to this board for the transformer to the little lightning protection board. Alright, let's plug it in and see if it goes to clicking. And now, there it goes. Hear it clicking. So it is a bad diode. Alright, so let's plug these two wires back onto here. I didn't realize these were off. Okay. Alright, try it again. See what kind of spark it'll throw. That's a little burn spot on there. Pretty hot charger, 10 joules. It packs a pretty good punch. So this one's working fine. The only thing that's broken on this was still is the this capacitor's bolted to the case, and it's starting to come loose, or whatever you want to call it. It's not sitting quite right. The little thing that holds where the bolt goes in and the nut goes through, and on the plastic's broken. Might be able to get on there. If I have another washer, that might work in there to help it out some. It's just try that washer too. Let me do a combination of that and that. Let's put that on the back side, that on the front side. Put this on first, and this. I wish I could sit down there deeper, but it's hitting this little groove right there. See, it cut that out of there for cut this a little shallower, or where it's not quite as tall. Come on. Alright, let's see if this thing will sit down a little. It's a little deeper in there, but better than what it was, I guess. So let's put this stuff on here like that. Everything seems to be working fine now. So, well, that's basically it for this little video. We're going to shut it down on this video and go on to the next one. Until next time, see you later.